The filter-free diary.
Good morning. It's 8:58 and I had a really disturbing dream and actually this is the second video. The first video I recorded, I just let the dream stream out and then I just watched it a few times and now I understand what the dream means. So now I'm doing this recording because I'm going to tell you the dream, but now I can also give you the interpretation and it's really fucking weird, but I get it, but I don't know if any of you are going to get it, but anyways. This is where we're at. This is what we're doing. So, the dream. So, it's me and this chick. And I think I am just me, like a white female, but this chick is a black female. And I'll be honest, I always dream about white people. Never dream about Asians or Spanish people or Italian people or German people or nope. Nope, I always just dream about white people. But every once in a while, like, there's a black person in my dream, and it always comes out of nowhere, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but I understand what it is this time. And last time, actually, because I'm pretty sure that's the same black girl that I've never met, but I dream about her sometimes. And what I think it is, or what I think she represents, is how do you say this without coming across as dick? Oh. Okay, so you already know how all the numbers have a reflection. 1 reflects 9, 2 reflects 8, 3 reflects 7, 4 reflects 6. But 5 doesn't have a reflection because there's no numbers left. It's just 5 by itself, unless you go to the negative, right? And then 5 can reflect a negative 5. And between me and the black girl, one of us is a positive 5 and one of us is a negative 5. That's what I got for that. Why is she my reflection? Well, we're both female. And she just kind of shows up sometimes, but she always shows up as my lover, which is weird because I don't have a thing for chicks any more than I have a thing for guys. I'm not a fan of the squishy. I think it's stinky and gross and sweaty, and I'm just not into it. Anyways, so one of us is the positive 5 and one of us is the negative 5. And that was the first hard symbol I had to figure out. I'm like, why do I sometimes dream about this black chick? And why does she love me so much? And why do I seem to love her? Apparently, because she's my reflection. You could look at it as a mirror, being like, oh, I look so beautiful today. Mwah. And yeah, and she's just doing it back because she's a mirror, because she's my reflection. So not a lesbian. The dream is not telling me that I'm a lesbian. The dream is telling me that I'm a 5 and I have a reflection of a 5. And then what happens is me and this chick, we're outside, we're standing on this hill, and we're looking down at this road that goes like across the bottom of the hill. And there's an intersection road that goes down the hill and across this other road, but it goes into the ocean. And the reason it goes into the ocean is because there used to be a road there, but now there's like a natural disaster happening, right? And now it just goes into the ocean. And the reason that's significant is because a road represents a path, right? Like the number 6. And you can take a path to get just about anywhere you want in the world, or you could just make your own path to get just about anywhere you want in the world. But on occasion, like natural disasters happen and your path changes, right? Now that road doesn't take you to the next town. Now that road's going to take you into the ocean. And the reason that's significant is because just because you're on a path doesn't mean it's going to take you where you think it's going to take you, right? Just because you're on a path doesn't mean you're going to end up where you think you're going to end up. You might end up somewhere completely different because time passes and what's going to happen on that path, right? So me and this chick are standing on the hill, hanging out, holding hands, doing whatever the hell it is we're doing. And this truck of mine that I love so much is like parked on this hill, but all of a sudden it starts up, and the keys are in my pocket, and I'm standing on the hill next to this chick, and my car just all of a sudden boom, just starts up, and I'm like, what the fuck? How can it do that? And I'm like walking over to it because I want to try to turn it off because I don't want my truck starting without the keys. And it starts moving, like it puts itself in gear and now it's driving itself. And I'm like, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, what is my truck doing? And it's driving around the hill, and I can't catch it because it's driving really fast, and I'm just a human. I can't run faster than like 10, 12 miles an hour, and my truck is going like 30. So I'm just this lunatic running around the lawn trying to catch my truck that's driving itself. And then all of a sudden, it decides to get on the path that goes down the hill. And I panic. I'm like, where's it going? Where is it going? And it drives right into the ocean. And it freaks me out, and I get all upset, and I start crying and having panic attacks because it just disappears into the water. And what that represents, in the weirdest way possible, is the correlation between 2 and 0, because my truck is a form, represents like the body. And the fact that it disappears into another 2, which is like the water, and then becomes a fucking 0. And what I end up with is a 5, a -5, and a motherfucking 0. And that was in my fucking dream. And thanks a lot for sending me that kind of fucking terrifying dream. Okay. Have a good morning.